Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm doing like another like kind of like style like a vlog like I did the other day, or like the other month, or like multiple months ago. Um, where in the Colombia thing. This is gonna be like basically like a Callum's Corner kind of video, like shouting like dumb thing like that. Obviously, I have better inspirations than Callum's Corner, but you know what I mean. So basically, I'm just gonna try to be vegetarian for a month, and it's gonna be a challenge, and I'll get into why, specifically why later. But basically, yeah, I'm just gonna try to be vegetarian. I'm gonna kind of document my meals, my like thought process throughout the whole thing, how's it going, and everything like that. But anyway, I'm gonna move on to my meal. Oh my god, why is it flash on? This is like this is a vegetarian burger. So I have the packaging. This is Linda McCartney's 2 vegetarian mozzarella half-pound burgers. I'm assuming this is the actual Linda McCartney, like Paul McCartney's wife or whatever. I don't actually know, it might not be. But yeah, this is it. I've already had one, so I already know what it tastes. In my opinion, well, actually, you can see, like, it really does look like one. Like, realistically, if you were to squint your eyes, it's not that far off. When it is frozen, it looks different. It looks a lot more square. Like the sides are very squared off. It's kind of weird. Taste wise, I mean, which isn't surprising, of course not. Of course, it doesn't taste like beef. It tastes a lot more plain, a lot less juicy, a lot drier. I cooked these in the oven for about 20 minutes or so, and there were juices coming out from it. Like it is juicy technically, but they all came out. And also, I also tried to grill them on the barbecue like ages ago. And they burn really easily. But that wasn't. But they weren't frozen. So maybe that's what I was doing wrong. When I bought them in Lidl, they didn't come frozen. They came chilled. So I didn't read it properly. I just thought like, oh, they're supposed to be chilled. Like normal beef, keep in mind. But it's not. So yeah, That's just the first meal. Overall rating. Give it a 5. It wasn't bad. I didn't dislike it. But it's not what you look for in a burger. I think a big thing about being vegetarian is getting rid of that idea and that expectation, because you're not going to get it regardless. You can try as much as you want, but at the end of the day, it's a lot easier if you just let go, and then you won't have to worry about it, because then it's not you're not going to be holding your expectations so high, and it's going to be a lot easier to get through. So I'll give that a 5. It was not bad. It's good. It doesn't taste bad. It tastes quite nice. The more I have it, probably the more I'll get into it. But I'll give that a 6. So yeah, I'm just going to be documenting like my money, how much I'm like spending and stuff like that. If it changes drastically from my normal shop, the meals I do, preparation, challenges, anything like that. Yeah, and I'll see you later. So on today's menu, I'm making French onion soup. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. Here's just waiting for them to caramelize at the moment. I did some celery as well, just because I had some, and I need to just added the sugar, so I'm just waiting for them to caramelize. I got garlic. I got to make the baguette stuff. I don't know what that is. Mustard. I don't usually use beef stock. I only have chicken, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. That's gonna be my. Oh, and I also got I don't know how to say that word. Yeah, so this is my meal for tonight. I've made it before, so it's not anything difficult. And it's pretty easy. It's just soup, right? It's pretty easy, but it tastes really good. Especially with the baguette stuff. The bread really makes it. So yeah, it's been going all right so far. My typical meal for like a day is I usually have porridge. I usually get these simple sachets, but I'm going to change, because to make it cheaper, I'm just going to get normal porridge oats, and then I'm just going to add honey and probably a banana or something. That's usually my breakfast, and that hasn't changed. That's just what I ate. My lunch hasn't changed. My lunch is usually a banana, a couple of slices of bread with like some egg on it. It's just like I make scrambled egg or an omelette, or just fried eggs on toast, basically. That's usually my lunch. Sometimes it changes, but that's basically what it is. Sometimes I might have potato pancakes, they're good, or like baked beans on toast or something, or something like that. A very simple lunch, and that hasn't changed either. It's only basically my dinners, and a lot of my dinners are already vegetarian. For example, this. Some other meals I make, I guess I'll get into them later, I don't have to talk them now. But yeah, it's been going well. However, I should mention, it is going to be difficult, and I'll go into that. So basically, I've already failed this challenge twice. I tried to start this like a week ago, and basically what happened is yeah, all my meals were like vegetarian, so I was like, oh, I might as well just do the challenge just now. And then it's going well, and then I'm drinking and I'm smoking, and then like my friend's like, do you want to get some food? So I'm like, yeah, we go get some food. And then like I ordered like a chicken burger and like wings and chips. Like it's like a meal deal kind of thing, I guess. And I'm like halfway through a wing and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm supposed to be vegetarian, like I completely forgot. So I'm like, oh okay, whatever, I'll start again tomorrow. So I start again tomorrow. Then the day after, it's not the day after, it's like a couple days after, it's going well again. In fact, but then I'm just like looking at my fridge and I had some like leftover chorizo. So I'm like, oh, I'll just have like that as a little snack, and like with my lunch, and I have it, and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm supposed to be vegetarian. Like, so I've failed twice already. So this time, I'm not gonna do it. I know not to succumb to like being intoxicated and or going out. I know to basically just not have any meat in the fridge or anything like that. Yeah, so I don't know if I was struggling just because I didn't. In the beginning, I didn't exactly like tell myself, oh, I'm going to be vegetarian. It was just like, oh, all the things that I have are vegetarian, so I might as well just do this challenge. So I think that's why I was struggling. Like I didn't like make the hardcore decision. Maybe it's normal for people to like struggle at the beginning for vegetarians. Maybe they forget. Also because I don't know what it is. In my recommendations, if you were going to do it, like throw all your like meat product in the bin, like just throw it away, because otherwise it's a temptation. Like you don't even think about it, you just completely forget. So I'd recommend like just throwing it all away and trying to like just so it's not a temptation. And obviously like when you're out, you know, that was a new one for me. Yeah, I'd recommend that. But it's been going good though, apart from those minor hiccups. It's been going good, and you know, I like all the food that I eat as well. Those burgers that I had, they were alright. Probably wouldn't have them again. Like, as in like, I feel like there's definitely better vegetarian options out there. I'd rather have something else than that. I mean, it was, like I said, it was alright, but it wasn't anything special. Anyway, here's the caramelized now. They're nice and golden. I'm going to add the chicken stock. Then I'm going to grill those baguettes, load them up with mustard and the cheese. I don't actually like mustard, but I guess maybe my perception will change after this. I don't know. I'm not following any specific recipe either. It's all just kind of. It's a combination of recipes essentially. Sorry for the angle. There's a combination of recipes. Those croûtes, that's what they're called, the baguette things. That was specifically from a Mary Berry recipe, but the rest of it is pretty just like it's just a mixture. This now. That's today's little update, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. So I'm a week into this. Well, a week and 2 days actually into this challenge, and it's going okay, I think. So it's the 19th. I started the 10th. A little meal recap. I had that onion soup. That was really good. That was really nice. And then I went out a couple times. I went to an Indian, had a vegetable curry, which was really nice, and I was super drunk, and I still remembered it, which I was really good, which I was happy about, and that was nice. Actually, I would like happily get that again. It wasn't chicken. My friend, she got chicken, but and I'm sure that was really nice as well. But to be honest, the vegetable curry, like, it was really nice. I really rate it. I think I had rice and probably some bread. I can't remember. I was drunk. The day after, then I went out again with my friends, and we all went to the Sunday roast. It was like a vintage inns pub. It was really nice. And I also got like a vegetable roast. It was interesting. It was like, had all your usual sides, but obviously instead of beef or turkey, whatever you usually get, It was like a bean like mince thing. It was, I don't know how to describe it. It was not, but it was nice. That it was nice. And I'm a little bit more impressed with that than I was like the burger before that I had before. You know, that I was not so happy about. But this like vegetable alternative was quite nice. And I'd happily get that again. And I had and then like for the past 2 months I had macaroni cheese, and that was nice as well. However, there's possibly, maybe I failed the challenge a third time. I don't know. So yeah, I didn't know that chicken stock is possibly not vegetarian, and that's what I used to make the French onion soup. It says halal on it, so that would make me assume it is got some meat in it. I look at the ingredients and it says chicken extract powder. Now I don't know what that means. Is that actually chicken? Is that like just an alternative? It also has that flavor enhancer. I don't know. So I don't know if I failed the challenge. If I had, then I'm quite frustrated. But I'm just gonna keep going anyway. Like, I failed the third time. Like, I'm not redoing this again. I'm not restarting again and again, because every time I've failed, I've restarted the month from then on. So I can't keep doing this, man. But it's a learning experience, and I think that's the main thing. There's a lot of things I didn't know, like for example this, and also the Parmesan cheese. I didn't know that was made of, like a calf's bone, like a calf's calf. I think that's what it is, like calf's bone or something, like a baby cow, a calf. That was, I only knew that was not vegetarian because when I go on vegetarian recipes, it says, oh, make sure to use vegetarian Parmesan, like, you know, whatever. That's the only reason I knew this. And then I was looking at stock cubes, and for some reason, and then somehow it occurred to me that, oh, like this may not actually be vegetarian. So instead, I was shopping today. These ones, these are vegetable stock ones. And these obviously are, I mean, it says vegan right there. And these are fine. But it was interesting, like, because when I was shopping, I was looking at them, and on some of them it said that it was this was vegetarian. None of the like the beef ones or the chicken ones said it was vegetarian, so I don't know about that. But even some of the chicken ones weren't saying it was vegetable ones saying it wasn't vegetarian. So it's like what? I don't know. Is it a subjective thing? It's like, oh well, it's not actually meat. It's just like kind of meat. So it's like, so I don't know. It's a really weird grey area. But it almost seems like it's better to be vegan, because when something is vegan, it makes you know that it's vegan, right? Vegetarian is kind of a little bit more of this weird middle ground, I feel like. Maybe it's almost easier to be vegetarian or vegan, I don't know. And because you're so much stricter on yourself, it's a lot easier to remember than vegetarian. Anyway, I did my shop this morning, like I said. I'm going to make, well, I have made already. It's called cubana. It's like Cuban rice, and this is pretty nice. This is literally just rice cooked in a stock. I used vegetable stock this time because I thought, just in case this is not vegetarian. If someone wants to let me know, then please let me know in the comments. I'll probably have to look at this a little bit more because I don't entirely know. But I used this. Usually you would use chicken stock, and then you make like a tomato sauce, which is it's literally just tomato, chopped tomatoes or cherry. I like to use cherry tomatoes. I think that they've got a richer flavor. Cherry tomatoes, onion, garlic. I added a stick of celery just because I had it, and then literally just blend that. Put that in a pot, blend it, and then it's just like your tomato sauce. And you kind of make like a tomato rice kind of like sauce thing. It's quite nice. It's like a comfort food for me actually. It's like the first recipe I probably made. I found this recipe because one of my Spanish teachers gave it to me. So when I was back in secondary school. I'm going to make cauliflower cheese, which I'm excited for, because it's like, this is like part of the point of this challenge, was because it makes me learn new recipes, and like I get to experience new flavors, and not flavors, I've had fucking cauliflower cheese, you know what I mean, but like I'm buying different things and I'm trying new recipes, and it's interesting. And then I'm also going to make it's called Bang Bang Chicken, which it's a style of recipe. I don't know why it's called that, but it is. But I'm going to obviously I got these corn, like mince things, corn meat, and I've had corn before and I've liked it. It cost me £3 for a kilogram, which is not bad. I mean, you know, it's not bad. It's not what I would usually get. Usually I buy chicken thighs, which cost me about £2 for a kilogram, but it's not. But you see, it's got bones in, so you cut off the bones, so it's not actually like £2 worth of meat. You know what I mean? I still have to cut off, like, it's not that much protein, but I'm excited to do that, and I'll probably maybe show you that one because that's a usual recipe that I usually make, so I'll be able to compare that. But yeah, that's basically this little update. I'll probably update you in another week's time. And yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, you're still watching, hopefully. I don't know, maybe this video is too long for you. Okay, I'll see you when I update you next. Hello, so I just cooked my bang bang chicken using corn. You just saw like the little bit that I had before of me cooking it. Like that's a piece like right there. The recipe is just basically onion, chicken usually, courgette and red pepper. I didn't have red pepper or courgette, so I used aubergine and celery instead. It was fine, doesn't matter. And then put some sweet chili sauce, some sour cream or cream cheese, and then some hot pepper sauce as well. Really nice. Some interesting things. It was really nice not having defrosted. That was good because you can cook corn from frozen, which is fine. Though that takes a little bit because you have to expect it for it to like defrost in the pan basically. So it's a little bit like it's a kind of a double-edged sword. Another bad thing is that it soaked up all the oil in my pan. I had to keep reapplying it. I don't know why. I thought that was really weird. And also I didn't really know when it was cooked. Obviously that's more of an experience thing. If you do it a lot, then you'll know. But yeah, that was just some little side notes. Other than that, it was fine. I haven't tasted it yet, so I'm just gonna taste a little bit of corn just by itself, just here now. See how. Okay. So it's a lot softer than chicken. It's a lot less chewy, but it really does have a meaty flavor. It's interesting. I did season it with salt and pepper and paprika, so I'm also tasting a little bit of that. It's probably where a little bit of the meatiness comes from, to be honest with you. But that was really nice. I actually really quite enjoyed that. It wasn't me, you can definitely tell. Slightly different, but it is good. It is really like that is not bad, honestly. I think that's quite good. Also another thing, when you're cooking it, it's very dry. You know, obviously there's not any fats coming off of it. But it's not exactly juicy when you're chewing on it. It's quite like I say, like soft, you know, it's not like chewy and it's not like succulent, I suppose. But the flavor was good, and it did resemble something of meat. So overall, I'd probably give this. I mean, I haven't had the full meal, but generally so far, I would rate this about 7 or something like that. It's pretty good, and I would happily have this again. So yeah, see you next time. Another update. It's going pretty well. I made cauliflower cheese, and that was really nice. I should have really showed you that. It was super nice. I definitely 100% make that again. Portion size was a little bit small, but it was good anyway. And it's probably more of a side than a main. That's kind of what I had it as. Or maybe a lunch, that would be really nice. Another thing that I made, the corn, I know what it really tastes like. It really tastes like meat flavored crisps, like fake meat. That's what it tastes like. So it was interesting, but I still enjoy it. I had another meal, which is basically just like ramen noodles, microwaved vegetables, pepper, onion, and then some meat. You would usually use chorizo. I added in the corn, and it had a really weak flavor. It wasn't as good as when I was rating it the other day. Don't know if that's because maybe I didn't have the right seasoning on it. I didn't have as much seasoning as I did before, or if it's just not a very strong flavor anyway. Because usually I have chorizo, and chorizo is quite a strong flavor. So maybe it's just because of that. I don't know. But anyway, this is my style vegetarian ragu, and it's really slow cooked. It took me like an hour or something. It's been cooking for about an hour. And it's really nice. I really recommend this. Definitely make this again. A little bit expensive. For example, I use lots of ingredients, so I had to buy lots of things for it. They'll last, but like just in the moment, it's quite expensive. But like I said, I enjoyed doing this. For example, I had to buy a squash for this. Have you ever bought a squash before? I haven't. Like, Who has? Like, majority of people definitely haven't. So like that's the stuff I like about it, and you know I'm trying new ways of cooking and stuff like that, and you know so it's getting me out of my comfort zone a little bit, and definitely would make this again 100%, like super nice. Apart from that, everything's going good. Um, I have to say I don't miss meat like in terms of like at home, but for example yesterday I was really thinking I could really do like a McDonald's right now or like something like that. I think fast food is actually what I miss, which is interesting, and vegetarian fast food is not at all the same. You know, like the McPlant or whatever else. It's nothing like it's you know I can still have chips and stuff, and that might satisfy some craving, but generally, like it's. I think that's maybe what I'm missing the most. However, that's only one craving I've had. I haven't thought about it very much. And as well, it's like addiction. Like over time, these cravings will lessen and lessen. So within a year, I bet I probably wouldn't even miss it that much, because it's only a very specific type of like food, fast food. You know, it's just oversaturate, or like over like saturated fats and shit like that, and whatever else. You know. Okay, I'll talk to you when I see you later. Hi guys, welcome back to, welcome, whatever. So, I had a little break from the whole thing. Still doing the challenge, but just from the videos. Anyway, dinner tonight, stroganoff. I got this recipe from Life of Boris. I actually really recommend his stroganoff recipe. It's actually quite nice. But I made it with corn, obviously, instead of beef. This, you know, is what it is. It's kind of like I'm really getting used to it now. It's not like a big deal where it's like, oh, I'm having corn. It's just like I know what the flavor's like, and I'm still enjoying it, and it's still a decent substitute. Another thing, I had tofu this weekend. I went to like a noodle bar kind of, and had tofu miso soup, and that was really nice. I really enjoyed that as well. Like the tofu. I'm not sure if I prefer. Well, I haven't had tofu versus corn, but I really enjoyed it anyway. That was really nice, and I was really drunk as well. This is something I do. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm really proud of myself. Like, I can be fucked up drunk, and I'm still remembering to be vegetarian. So it is becoming like an actual habit for me now. So yeah, like. That's good. I also went to Wetherspoons. I had the katsu curry, the corn katsu curry. That's something new on their menu. That was also quite nice. Tasted like meat, to be honest with you. I mean, it was quite spicy, so I didn't really have a massive thing. Another interesting thing, and I have some other recipes lined up, which hopefully I'll show you some more. There's some like halloumi cauliflower thing, which should be quite nice, and something else, but I'll get to that later. Another interesting thing is mentally I'm not doing very well right now, and so I am kind of getting wants to have food like meat, like I guess it's like a comfort thing or something like that, which is interesting because I haven't really had that before. Usually I'm not someone to turn to food for comfort, but like something I have noticed where I feel like, oh, I really wish I could have like something just something really nice. So it hasn't left, but it is kind of getting difficult a little bit more. So yeah, that's something that's going on. And apart from that, I have to go to work soon, and people are messaging me, so I'm gonna go do that. But yeah, I'll keep you updated. So I just did my last shop because tomorrow is going to be the last day of me being vegetarian, or at least tomorrow marks a day that it's been a month since I've been being vegetarian. And I'm not gonna do my reflections on it just yet, but I went out and I got some. I realized I only had a corn. I only had those Linda McCartney like burgers, so I wanted to try some more like fake meat. So I went out. I got these vegan sausage rolls by Vermondo. I don't know if they're an actual brand or if they're just like a Lidl rip-off thing. But these are seasoned textured soya protein concentrate encased in puff pastry. So that's what it is. That's a substitute soya protein concentrate. And I have them here. You do them from frozen, like with most fake vegetarian food, which is always nice in terms of the fact that I don't have to worry about it like going off or anything, but like also it's kind of annoying having to wait longer because you have to like obviously it cooks longer. I cooked them, so I was just doing some work. It says that they take like 25 minutes, but in my they took a bit longer. Puff pastry's nice. Obviously, they do smell like sausage rolls. I don't know if that's just the puff pastry that I'm smelling, but yeah, they probably could have had longer. They're quite soft still, but that's what the fucking thing said on the instructions, so I don't know. And also they're not super browned. I would have liked if they're a little bit more browned, but whatever. And then just some beans on toast, because they're not the biggest portions in my opinion. You get 4, I just did 2, because I wanted to make them last a little bit. I wouldn't maybe give them another shot or whatever. So 19, if I remember correctly, this morning for 4. So that's not bad. Like I could definitely like include that into my weekly shop and as like a little like thing to change up my lunches, because my lunches are all the same really. Anyway, I'm quite hungry, so let me eat them. You know, that's not bad. It certainly tastes like a sausage roll. I think it could definitely had some more seasoning, maybe some more salt in it or something. It's already pretty bad. Actually, it's not bad. Well, it is kind of bad. That's the thing. It had some more salt in my opinion. Yeah, like it has a similar texture. I mean, sausage rolls usually are quite soft anyway, so this doesn't feel any different to eating a normal sausage roll. Yeah, like I said, maybe a little bit lacking in flavor, but it still kind of has that general taste. Maybe more so than I'd have said corn, because the corn is like, it has a meaty flavor, but you know it's not meat. This, I feel like you could tell me that this is real meat, and I'd be like, oh, okay. Maybe not the nicest sausage roll that I've had, or you know, when you think of a sausage roll, when you think of a really nice sausage roll, this isn't it, because they've had some more seasoning, whatever. But still nice regardless, and like I would probably happily eat this again. So yeah, actually this isn't bad. They start off really small. Let me show you. When I got them out of the packet, I was like, oh god, like this is not gonna fill me up. Like this is the size of them normally. Like they're tiny, and then like compared to like so obviously, I mean it's puffers. I don't know why I was surprised by that, but I thought it wasn't going to last me very much, but I probably could. Probably like 2 was probably enough, and then with a little bit of something else as well. So yeah, I'm going to do some more cooking tonight. I'll show you that because still doing vegetarian thing, and I'll get you with updates and an overview of pricing and stuff like that. So yeah, so I made my dinner. It's the same day as sausage roll. So this is my dinner. It's spicy halloumi and cauliflower rice. For example, it made me buy turmeric and it made me buy ginger, both things I've never cooked with nor bought before. Obviously turmeric, like I don't have like loads of it, you know, so like, or sorry, it's not like I already had it, you know, because it's not like it comes in just tiny packets. And that's exciting. Spinach as well, haven't bought spinach, and also the red chilies as well. That's an exciting thing. So, and that's what I really like about this whole thing, is that like it's exposing me to so many more flavors and so many more ingredients and stuff like that, which I wouldn't have really done it before. If I saw these ingredients, maybe I'd like on a normal recipe, I might have just like skipped over them and just kind of not really paid any much mind to it. But because this is like a vegetarian thing, I really want to give it like justice. These recipes, obviously, like I don't want to just like skip out on things and just be like, oh, these recipes suck, because like I didn't fucking buy like enough things to make them right, to make them good. So like that's why. And now I have these things in my house, and so I can go forward in the future knowing these flavors, knowing how to use them, and also just already having them in the house, like I don't have to go out and buy them. So let me try this, because I haven't actually eaten it. I need to season it. I forgot to fucking season it. Whatever. It's nice. I love rice. I was like looking at the recipe, and it says 250 grams of rice for 2 servings. So I'm like, fine, I do that, and then like I think, oh yeah, I just realized what it was. It's because it said packet rice. So obviously 250 grams of like dried rice. That's a lot less, because it's because it hasn't absorbed the water. That's why. Fuck, I just realized. I was making it, I was like, this is so much rice. This isn't right. And yeah, okay, now I just realized why. But it's nice anyway. Got the spinach, cauliflower. It's really easy to make as well. Like, it took me half an hour. I would definitely recommend this. Most of my recipes are from BBC Good Food. I think I might have said this before, but I'll link them in the description. But yeah, this has been a good meal. My next meal that I want to make is a spicy or just a vegetarian curry, which is also it has a lot of similar ingredients as ginger. What else did I go out and buy today? I went out and bought some things for it. Ginger. Probably some other things. I'll show you when I make. But this is super easy. This is literally just cauliflower, onion, turmeric, red chili, spinach. You're supposed to have curry powder, but I couldn't find it for Lidl. Like, I looked for the past 2 weeks and they didn't have it either time. Cumin. That's what the other recipe calls for. And parts coriander and stuff like that. So I'm excited to make that one as well. This one's also really good. Massive portion because I made too much rice, but let's hope I'm hungry for tomorrow because I made a lot. And yeah, another thing I wanted to kind of talk about is that I saw like an article saying that like majority of like people who are vegetarian or vegan like are depressed, which is interesting. I just found that interesting. I don't have any thoughts about it. Obviously, I had a little bit of a depressive episode on Monday, in the last day that I was recording. So it kind of made me think about that, and I was talking about like having a comfort food like a nice, I don't know, fish finger sandwich or bacon butty or something like that. But this is equally as nice. It's just getting into the habit of it. So yeah, tomorrow is my last day. But like I said, I think I want to continue this for a little bit longer because I have some more recipes I want to try out and just more vegetarian things. So I'll get into that when I make the recipes in a couple of days. So yeah, I'll see you there. Okay, so this is my last cooking meal. I mean, I'm going to eat another vegetarian meal tomorrow, but that's just going to be the same as what I've done. So this is the last time I'm going to cook it. It's kidney. It's just like chili con carne, but just without the meat, basically. It's just a chili tomato. I think coriander, it has paprika, has ginger. It was supposed to have garam masala and also cumin, but the Lidl doesn't have them, which is annoying. Lidl hadn't had cumin for like 2 weeks in a row, and I kept checking. I went there just before it was actually just as I started to cook, and they didn't have it, so pissed off about that, but whatever. So let's get down to my final thoughts of this whole challenge. First off, money. Have I saved anything? No, I haven't really. I have some receipts from Lidl. This is only 2 of them. I would have had more, but you can see here. So that was £20, but £17 of that was because of alcohol. I bought that mulled wine and pear cider there, so that was total of 20p, or 7 and 18p technically. So really that was about £13. The second one, same £15, but then there's cider as well at the top of there. So £15 on average. Maybe the first week I would have spent a little bit more because I would have had to go out and get specialist vegetables or not specialist, but different vegetables, different spices, which I wasn't used to getting. And as the weeks go on, I have some left over, so I don't have to buy them every week. So money, haven't saved that much. I would typically spend £10 to £15. That's what I try to do, aim for every week, £10 to £15. Sometimes it goes a little bit over, never over £20. And that's from Lidl, keep in mind as well. Something interesting I should probably mention, meat probably has increased in money a lot because of the cost of living crisis going on at the moment, and also with things with Brexit and stuff like that. Something that maybe isn't affected by corn and other substitute meats and stuff like that. So that's just an interesting point. But generally, money, haven't saved anything. Health. I don't feel any physically worse. I don't feel any physically better. I have enough calories in the day. I think. I do. I mean, I don't feel tired. Well, I don't actually. I did calculate it. Technically, I'm pretty sure I technically undereat. But that's whatever. But I don't feel physically tired, is what I'm trying to say. I don't feel like I've been craving, like my body's been losing lots of muscle and losing. I mean, I don't have a lot of fat on me anyway, or muscle for that matter. But I don't feel like anything's changed physically. I don't work out. Maybe if I was, maybe I would have seen a bigger difference. Maybe I'd have gotten more tired during my workouts or something like that. But just day-to-day activity, nothing's changed. And also, I guess mentally as well. I suppose you could say you could include that. I haven't felt any different mentally. I know I went on that small tangent about when I had that bit of a depressive episode, and I was saying that was a random thing that I saw about vegetarians and vegans being more depressed, but that's such a loose argument. I haven't even looked into that properly. I can't even verify that. Sorry. I am ill. Oh, maybe that's it. Oh, maybe it has had an effect on me. Maybe I'm ill because I haven't been eating meat. I doubt it. That's probably because I drink too much. And my health is deteriorating because of that. Anyway, meals I would cook again. Cauliflower cheese, I really enjoyed that. I would have that as a side. I'd probably maybe make some roast beef or something, or some other roast vegetables. But that was really nice. Really, really genuinely enjoyed that. That chicken and halloumi thing, cauliflower and halloumi thing that I had last night, definitely have that again. Obviously, I wouldn't fuck up the rice portions again like I did last time. Maybe do it a little bit differently. But generally, I really like that. I would definitely have halloumi as a substitute. I don't really like halloumi until I had it last night, and I thought, actually, I really understand this as a substitute for vegetarians because it's got that kind of chewiness, got that saltiness to it, and so that was a really good meal, and I would definitely have that again. Another thing I would have that roast ragu that I had. That was really nice. Maybe as well throw in some mince in there, just a little bit, but I could definitely have that without. This chili, also really good, though again, like I say, I would have it with meat. Now that I have the option to again, there's no reason for me really not to. I like it, so I might as well. Excuse me. As I'm talking, I'm really drying out my throat. French onion soup, that was good, definitely have that again. I've already made that though, same with ratatouille. I don't know if I showed that actually, but I think that might have been before I failed, or after I failed actually, the first couple times, so maybe I didn't show that. But ratatouille, I wish I made it, so that's really good. And in terms of the meats, I wouldn't really get corn again, there's no need for me. I wouldn't really get a vegetarian substitute in a restaurant. I'm probably a bit more inclined to. I'm inclined to buy more naturally vegetarian options. So, for example, macaroni cheese. I don't really like macaroni cheese, if I'm honest with you. But now that I've cooked, now that I've done this vegetarian thing, I don't really cook it at home. I don't really like it that much, but I like it when I have it at a restaurant. But I very rarely get it at a restaurant. Now I'm more inclined to get it at a restaurant due to the fact I've done this challenge. Is what I'm saying. But I would not get a vegetable roast, for example, like I did before, or tofu, miso soup. You know, like there's just not a need for me. It was nice, and I could definitely do it, but there's just not a need, and I wouldn't choose to do that, right? If I can just have actually meat, like it doesn't make any sense. Something I should definitely mention, last night I was out, we were out in Central, and I almost had meat again. I almost completely forgot about the challenge. I don't know how it happened. Well, I do know. It's basically, I'm fine with eating vegetarian, but sometimes I do forget, and I went to McDonald's and I got a chicken, wrap, like the wrap of the day. I can't remember what it was. Like, sweet chili? Yeah, sweet chili chicken. And I almost ate it. And then I was sitting on the train. I was like, oh fuck, I'm not supposed to have this. So obviously there is still something in my head. And I think it's when I'm out with other people and they're getting it, it's like, oh, I should get something too. And so I just completely forgot. So I should say I almost did fail. I don't know if that's because subconsciously maybe I accepted the fact that I could have had meat yesterday. I don't know, because it'd been a month since yesterday, so I could have. So I don't know what it is, but I almost failed. I'm really happy I didn't, because I would have been pissed off at myself. But this is what I want to close with. Could I be vegetarian for the rest of my life? Yes, like definitely. I definitely could. Definitely difficult, and this is something like with addiction. You know, the longer you take, the easier it is you don't get the cravings for it. There were times where I did definitely have cravings. Well, cravings as in like I'm not fucking. Like I obviously could have stopped myself, but like I was smelling things. I was like, oh, that would be really nice right now. But generally, I could have it. Like for example, those soya sausage rolls. Oh my god, they were actually so good. Like actually, I would eat those even as someone who eats meat. They were really good because they really did taste like meat. To be honest with you, like I made them today. Oh, I forgot to say, I made them today again. I put them in for about 35 minutes. They're a lot better. So because they're the puff pastry had like hardened, which it hadn't before. I'm just gonna go get some water. So yeah, I definitely could live the rest of my life like this, I feel like. But I wouldn't. Because I guess, I don't know. I did this challenge. Sorry. I did this challenge because I just wanted to experience a new lifestyle, and I enjoy cooking, and I wanted to make learn new recipes. Excuse me. I want to learn new recipes. So fundamentally, had I enjoyed being a vegetarian? Probably not. What I enjoyed about it was learning to cook. Because you can make the argument, well, of course I enjoyed it because I decided to do it for another couple of days. But the reason I decided to do it for another couple of days is because I wanted to do these recipes that I had in my head that I was going to do. So no, not really. I could. And maybe I will sometime later in life when I feel like, because I am quite in a big environment. I do care about the environment quite a lot. So, like, maybe there will be a time where I feel like, oh, okay, like the meat industry, fuck this. Like, I really need to go move. But like, there's still so many meats I want to try. Like, I want to have like zebra or crocodile. Still haven't had venison or veal or that. Like, I still want to try that. Like, fucking shit like that, you know. Actually, I have some bugs which I'm gonna cook. It's called a yum bug, search it up. They're pretty expensive, but it was given to me by a friend, so I want to cook that. I'll probably make a video on that as well. Sorry. So that's my closing thoughts. Could I be a vegetarian? Yes. Would I want to be? No. And because what I enjoyed about doing this challenge is that it was a challenge, it was a different lifestyle, it got me out the same loop, and it made me learn new recipes. But a lot of these recipes that I learn, I will probably adapt to have meat in. This curry, for example, great, it's great curry, but there's no reason for me to not add meat to it. Like, you know, like it would add something. But still, I recommend anyone to do this. You learn new flavors, new recipes, just more about cooking in general, and it's just an interesting lifestyle thing. It's a bit of like and what it really teaches you is self-control. You know, you can be out with your friends. For example, I was sitting with that wrap on my lap last night on the train. I was like, fuck, I really want to eat this, like really, really badly, because when it's right there in front of me, I've already purchased it. Like, I've already spent my money. What am I going to do? Just throw it away? Like, I don't want to do that. But sometimes, but I can't eat it. So it really teaches you self-control, and that's another just maybe like spirituality or fucking whatever shit you want to call it. I don't know. But that was just another interesting thing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I do appreciate it's long, so if you do manage to get to this far, I implore you, because you're probably a very small subsection of people. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. I'll have more videos, probably more videos like this in the future, and of course all my guitar videos and stuff like that. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and bye.